Fine, thanks.
Good, good.
Thank you.
Did you have a good holiday?
Yes, quite good. Quite good.
Good,
Thank you.
good, good, good. What about you, Barbara? Did you have a good holiday?
Yes, thank you.
I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? What's wrong?
Yes, thank you. I have a good holiday. I had a good holiday.
Good, fantastic. What about you, Laura? I'm having. Okay, see you later. Stay with us if you can. If you can't talk, doesn't matter. Stay with us. Okay, as you like. Okay. Hi, Monica. Monica is coming. Hi, Monica. How was your holiday? Monica, can you hear us? Monica's gone. Bye-bye, Monica. So what did you do, Barbara? Did you go somewhere?
I went walk. I went to walk with my dog. I went in San Martino di Castrozza.
You went to, sempre go to. You went to San Martino di Castrozza?
Yes.
Hi, Stefano, welcome. How nice you're with us. I'm so
After
happy
such a
to
long
see you.
time, I had some time for you.
How are you, Stefano?
Well, very busy indeed.
I can
Very
imagine. I
much.
can imagine.
Overwhelmed by work, as
Yeah.
usual.
And how was your Christmas period? I don't say holiday for you.
Don't ask me. Well, I don't want to use the French words to define it.
Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, Barbara. I was so surprised to see Stefano. I interrupted our.
Hello to everyone.
Yes, we're still few. They are coming.
Of course.
It takes a little time before
Nice to
everybody
meet you
joins.
all.
So, Barbara, sorry. So you went to San Martino di Castrozza to walk your dog, and then did you do anything else special?
No special, no. I put well my think about.
You tidied up. You tidied up your bedroom, your house.
Yes.
To tidy it up. Tidy. I'll write it on the chat.
Thank you.
Tidy up. Yes. So hi, Monica. Welcome. Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can now. Yes. How were your holidays? How was your holiday?
So and so, because I was ill for a week.
No.
Yes.
Did you get the virus, coronavirus?
No, sinusite.
Oh,
I don't know in English. Okay. And then I went to Prato to meet a couple of friends.
Okay.
So it was
did you
nice.
spend the New Year's Eve with them?
No, from 2 to 7.
From the 2nd to the 7th of January.
Okay, 2nd, 7th.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And Mirko, how are you, Mirko?
Hello, Maria Pia. Thank you for involving me, but I'm driving. As I told you, I can't.
Okay, okay, sorry. Drive carefully. Drive carefully.
Thank you. I can this evening. I can only listen.
Listen.
Because,
yes. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes. Drive safe and don't worry.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Hi, Stefania. Welcome. Stefania, can you hear us?
Yes.
Good. How are you going on? How was your holiday?
Little bit strong because we have a lot of difficulty, but we at the 31st of December we finished with COVID and now we are all well.
Oh, you passed COVID. Oh no. How many of you? All your family?
Yes.
Okay, but you're better now, aren't you? Everything is settled now. Good.
Sorry?
everything is settled now, isn't it?
Yes, yes, now is all okay.
Everything is
Yes.
okay. Okay. Well, I think 3/4 of Verona passed through the COVID.
Yes.
My God. I'm still okay for the moment, but I'm crossing fingers. Hi, Paula, welcome.
Hi, Maria Pia. Well, bye to all of you. Boh, ciao a tutti.
How are you? How are you?
Oh, I am fine. Thank you.
Good.
I listened that you are speaking about COVID emergency.
Yes,
And
yes.
I agree with all your observation.
Yes.
If I think at this morning in my school, I am very, come si dice preoccupato? Very
Worried.
worried because
Yes, so everybody is very worried. All teachers are very worried because it's a bad situation, honestly. I don't know why they shouldn't close the schools and go back to DAD, because honestly, there's no point in having so many people at home ill and half of the class in DAD, half in presence. It's a mess. So they're slowly joining us. Anyway, Paola, how was your holiday?
my holiday were very beautiful holiday because I sleep.
You slept?
I slept so much. So now I am like a new woman.
Yes,
But
reborn.
COVID is going to
No, put you back to bed. No.
Yes. No.
It won't put you back to bed.
We are on.
Yes, you're strong now, relaxed, and yes, you are reborn. Okay,
Reborn. That's okay.
Roberto, welcome. How are you? Roberto, can you hear us? Okay, doesn't matter. He probably can't talk for some reason. And Stefania, how are you?
Yeah. Me?
Yes.
No, because before we speak it together, but without
without the image. Okay.
The image.
Now I can see you.
No,
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm here. Okay.
Good. And Lorena, everything okay? Hi, Lorena. Now I can see you.
We don't listen.
We can't hear you though. We can't hear you.
Can't hear.
There's a problem with the audio. Have you got maybe the earphones switched in? She's gone. Okay. Stefano, the first few minutes are always, like this, people joining and trying to connect properly.
Nothing new to the horizon, my dear.
Okay.
It's always the same thing. Well, people are randomly joining.
Yes.
It's nice. They feel free to join and leave whenever they feel like. So
yes,
don't worry about my English, Barbara. We've been attending together to Venice University, me and Maria Pia. We are very old friends.
Yes.
So
yeah.
But I've chosen Russian as a first language.
Yes, I chose English. Yes, we're old friends.
Very old.
Old. I'm almost 60.
Yes.
By the way.
More than.
No, still 59. Still 59.
I am 60, going towards 61 on August. We have met when I was 21.
Just imagine, 40 years ago.
Yeah, in Venice.
Good. Okay, so Rita, welcome, Rita. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm fine, thanks.
You cut your hair.
Yes, a lot.
I like your haircut.
Here is very hot, and so I need something fresh.
Yeah, where are you?
No, I'm in Tuscany.
Okay, right. No, but it's okay. It's probably more comfortable, easier.
Yes, yes. So
And
every
it's a-
morning when I take a shower, I
2 seconds, you're dry.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a nice haircut. You look
Thank you.
younger.
Oh, thanks.
You look young, not younger, young.
No, younger.
So how was your holiday?
Oh, I was at my mother's home and I cooked some biscuits, cookies. Yes, they were very good.
Okay.
And now I'm home, but I was at school, and right now it's everything good.
For the moment, everything is okay. Don't you
Yes.
want to ask a question to Rita, maybe? Monica, ask a question to Rita.
Oh, I don't know.
Any question, whatever you want to.
Hi, Monica. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What did you do today, this morning?
She went to school.
Okay.
No, sorry.
I don't know.
No, she just said that she came back from school, so that's why. Well, did you
Okay.
do something special this morning at school, Rita?
Oh, today we have gym, and so I play with my children. I like it very much, and that's why I this kind of I'm
Gym
wearing
suit, the gym suit.
okay, the gym suit. Okay,
Yes.
and it's very nice because it's a moment where I can have gym, and so we do the exercises together, and it's very important.
Yeah, it is. Question, Stefania. One question to Rita.
I want to know about the recipe of your biscuits and cookies.
Just a moment, I want to show you. I want to. Okay.
How couldn't you eat them all?
Okay.
Come hai fatto a non mangiarteli tutti?
Oh, eccolo.
Oh, nice.
Star.
The other is a bird and
Wow.
a small flower. Okay. And
Okay.
I cook some with chocolate, and I ate them for fest. In my village, it's a traditional for the Epiphany. Non so se dice Epifania.
The 12th night. The 12th night.
Okay. We cook biscuits for the old woman, and it's very easy because it's just flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and lievito.
Butter is the flour, sugar, butter is the.
Okay.
Quindi, scusa, farina, zucchero, burro, lievito.
Sì, sì. E uova.
And that's all. And that's all.
Okay.
Uova.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the 12th night è l'Epifania because it's the 12th night after Christmas.
Okay.
And yes, during the holiday, not the feast, the holiday.
Okay.
Okay, right. So, Barbara, one question to, I don't know, Paula, maybe.
Yes, okay.
Do you want to go this holiday?
Do you want to go on holiday? Do you want to go on holiday again? What a question. Everybody wants.
Yes.
Everybody does.
I would like to be in a holiday for all my life.
Yes.
I think that's everybody
How fantastic.
would only agree with me. I think. And during my holiday and in all the holiday of my life, I'm in the habit to go to walk, and I live along the river of the Fiume Adige, River Adige. So when I can, I take my feet with me and go to walk.
You go to walk.
Usually, and I go to walk in holidays, but every day, when in every moment I am free. I go, because it is a thing that gives me peace and that makes me feel very happy. So when I can, I do it.
Good.
Thank you.
That's a good habit. I like it.
Non posso più farne senza.
I can't go without.
I can't
do or go, whatever you want to. I can't do maybe without. I can't do without. I can't go without.
Thank you.
Not anymore. Okay, Francesca, welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And
Did you have fine. Did you have a good holiday?
Yes. I was involved in my husband's work.
What does he do?
We have a restaurant. So there were a lot of dinners. No. I am one of the few people that is not able to do anything.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just can put water on nella pentola.
Into the pot.
Yeah, and I can prepare only pasta. I am not able to do anything, nothing in the kitchen, really. I am just able to eat. I am just able.
Me too. It's my husband who does all the cooking in the house.
You see how the family has changed among centuries. New roles for female in the house. Totally.
As a matter of fact, I was noticing this last time. I'm looking for the form to sign your presence in the meantime. But yes, I noticed it. A few days ago, I thought, look, between my father and my mother, it was usually my father who cooked. Me and my husband, it's usually Angelo who cooks. My brother and my sister-in-law, it's usually my brother who cooks. My sister and my brother-in-law, it's usually my brother-in-law, the one who cooks. All the men. And my daughter and her boyfriend, when they are together, it's her boyfriend who cooks, the one who cooks.
My son is very good chef, really. But for me, is not. The kitchen is not.
You don't like it.
I don't.
Maria Pia, can I spend a couple of words about what I put it in?
Yes,
the chat?
please do.
Okay, for the teacher, there is available. We, as a network, we make available a repository. If you know what is a repository, it's a space on the cloud where you can find 179,000 books to download.
Wow.
And in Italian, English, and other languages, audio books, and movies, about 1,200 movies in English and other languages that you can use per topics, divided per topics. You can use in classroom, you can download and spread among students. Please don't use it personally. Don't spread it around because it's only for teachers, and of course, it's not for commercial use. And that's all. Okay.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. It's a fantastic tool. Excellent, really. And this is in the chat. You've got the link.
Also for learners, but concerning the school environment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, don't spread it around because it's, of course, it's not for commercial use, and it can be appointed as, well, unfair trading or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's better not to.
Yes.
It's possible within the school environment in educational fields, but not outside. It's like sharing personal objects or something like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stefano.
You're
Thanks a
welcome.
lot.
Bye-bye.
Very useful.
And good
Are you
continuation.
going? Wait
Yeah.
a second. Why are you going?
Lovely Maria Pia. Do you want to
Stay
switch
with us.
and take my job instead?
Okay.
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 No, I have a training course in
Stefano.
Poland to organize next week. I'm taking 10 teachers to Poland, Krakow, for robotics versus
Fantastic.
bullying European project. So I have to handle everything that's necessary for this journey.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thanks
much. I
for
hope you
being
enjoy
with
your
us
course
today.
with Maria Pia.
Bye, Stefano. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Maria Pia. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye. In the meantime, I posted in the chat the link to sign your presence. So please click on the link and fill in the form to sign your presence. Okay, now, Roberto, can you hear us now?
Yes, you can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I put the video too now.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Roberto.
Hi,
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, the question was, did you have a good holiday?
I don't remember. Past too much time ago was. So I don't
2 days
remember.
ago. It
Yes.
finished some 2 days ago.
Yeah. No. Was I spent a nice time together with my family. Also, I had the opportunity to travel for a few days in the south of Italy. I've been in Calabria and in Campania, in Procida Island.
Wow, fantastic.
For a visit, yes.
Ok, few questions to Roberto. Chi è che gli chiede come ci è andato? Come ci sei andato?
Come ci sei andato?
How did you get there?
Esatto. How did you get to there? How did you go there?
I've been traveling by car, so I
went by car.
I went to by car.
I went by car.
Mostly after for reach the island, I took the boat.
And
but
by boat,
mainly
yes.
I drove by car.
Yes. Yes, and by boat to get to the island, of course.
Yes.
Yes. Allora, chi gli chiede con chi ci sei andato?
It's a secret.
Which
were
are
you?
which were with you?
Who did you go with?
Who did you go
Did
with?
you go with? Okay, who was with you? Anche chi era con te, però vabbè. Who did you go with? Who did you go with?
I've been there.
I went
with my wife. Me and my wife. Yes.
Yes, with my wife. Ok, chi gli chiede quanto tempo c'è stato?
How long did you spend there? No, did you stay? Did you stay there?
Va bene. How long did you stay there?
I stayed there for 5 days, I think. 5 days, yes.
About 5 days. Ok.
Yes.
Posso chiedergli quante ore ci ha messo per arrivare?
Sì.
Perché è quella che per me è la più difficile.
Va bene.
Aspetta, ecco, me la sono già dimenticata, ce l'avevo in testa, cavoli.
How long did it take?
How long did you take to get there?
Sì, how long did it take to get there? Se vuoi invece sapere specificatamente le ore, allora how many hours? Però
no, è questa struttura che per me è tanto difficile.
Usually you use how long. How long did it take to get there?
I took around 7 hours driving from my. Yes.
It took me
It took me
About 7
about
hours.
from my town that is close to Rome to Soverato. Is in Catanzaro province.
Soverato.
Yes.
I spent an holiday in Soverato. It's nice. There is the
Yes.
sea here.
Fantastic.
There.
Is my
Is it on the seaside?
yes, in the seaside, in the Ionio Sea.
Yes, in Calabria. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yes.
during the summertime is better.
Yeah, I can imagine, but still nice, still
Yes.
nice. Okay, what else can we ask Roberto? Com'è stato il tempo?
How was the weather?
Okay, how was the weather? You know what? How was the weather is normally used when you talk about the climate. How's the weather in Italy in summer? It can be hot and so on. But if you want to ask about a specific period, what was the weather like? What was the weather like?
Okay. The weather was changeable. I don't know. For the first days was sunny days. Was sunny, and after the last days was cloud and raining time.
And rainy. Yes, sunny at first and cloudy and rainy on the last days. Yeah.
Si può rispondere dicendo it was frozen and wet.
Yes, yes.
For speaking.
Fantastic. It was wet, it was frozen, it was, yes, yes, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's listen to Lorena. Hi, Lorena, welcome. There you are. You keep moving. Okay, we can't hear you, Lorena. Still can't hear you. You haven't got the earphones on by chance? Non è che hai per caso le cuffiette collegate, no? Vabbè, okay, Lorena can't talk with us. If you need anything, please write on the chat. Okay, sorry. Who else hasn't spoken yet? Chi è che non ha ancora parlato? Laura, maybe? Did you tell us something? Not yet? How was your holiday?
I did nothing special. I'm happy it's over.
You're happy it's over. I can't believe it.
But she don't like Christmas.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I was always at home with 2 little children. I prefer to go to work.
How many children do you have in
2.
class? No, in class.
In class, it depends. I have a lot of classrooms, so it depends. But they're not mine.
More than 2, they're not yours.
They're not mine. It is different. There's a big difference.
I can imagine, yes. They don't take you seriously, your children.
No, not at all.
Oh my God. How old are they?
Well, the girl is 4 and the boy is 1 year and 5 months.
Still very small.
Yeah.
And demanding.
Yes.
And do they go to the kindergarten? To
yes,
the
both.
Nursery school? The
both,
boy
yes.
And the kindergarten, the girl?
See, yes.
Okay. Oh, well. Yes, they can be demanding. They can be tiring.
Always, every time, always. Now the girl is near me.
Hello, little one. Hello. What's her name?
She has to stay with me always.
She's out. I mean, she's far from you all day. When you're together, she wants to stay with you. It's a positive thing, Laura. It's a positive thing.
I don't know. It depends. It depends.
When she'll be grown up and wouldn't care about you, you'll regret.
I regret.
You'll miss this attitude.
All my friends that has grown-up children tell me that, but I can't believe right now.
Enjoy her while she's still young and can be with you.
I'll try. I'll try.
Keep her with you. No problems for us.
Oh,
she's very welcome.
It's okay for her just to stay near me. It's okay.
What's her name?
Anna Chiara.
Anna Chiara. Nice name. Hi, Anna Chiara. Hello.
Saluta. Ciao, saluta.
Hi, Anna Chiara.
Ciao.
How nice you
Laura.
are. How can you be so blonde when you're black? You're black hair.
I was blonde when I was young.
Ah.
I was blonde.
Because she's so blonde and you're so dark. I wouldn't expect it. Fantastic. And where's the boy?
It's upstairs.
Sleeping?
No, with the father.
Okay.
It's not my husband. We're not married, so I don't know how to say it's my partner. I don't know.
Your partner. We're not married either. I say my husband sometimes to cut it short, but should be your partner. Your partner.
Okay. It's upstairs. He is upstairs.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Pia,
yes, Francesca.
in the future, Laura will ask her daughter to stay at home with her, and she will answer you, no.
I don't mind about you. I prefer to stay with my friends, my boyfriend, with my husband. And you will pray her, please stay with me. How nice. Okay, did you all say something? Avete tutti detto qualcosina? Can we go on? Can we move on? Okay, what would you like to do today? If you want to, it's up to you, of course, but I had a look at the writing part of the exam. And so we can have a look at it together if you want to. Or we can go on talking, or whatever is good for you. Whatever you like to do is perfect for me.
We can see the writing is for me.
Okay. Are you all happy about having a look at the writing part of the exam?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in this case, let's share the screen. Did you sign your presence? Avete firmato, vero, la vostra presenza?
Yes.
Don't you forget it if you want. Don't you forget it if you want the final certificate of attendance. Non dimenticatevi di firmare se volete alla fine il certificato, l'attestato di frequenza.
Can you please share the link?
Okay, I did it before, but probably you weren't in yet. So I'll repeat it now. Wait a sec. Here it is. Here it is.
Thank you.
No problem, sir. Very welcome. So the idea was to share the screen.
Can I ask you something about the course? Okay, because I was thinking if we lose a lesson and we look at it on YouTube or other the registration, we can have the signature or no?
Sure. If you miss a lesson,
okay,
and watch it on YouTube, watch the recording.
Okay.
On YouTube and watch its recording on YouTube. Of course, you can sign the presents.
No.
Yes. If you miss a lesson and watch it later, watch the recording later on YouTube. Of course, you can sign the lesson. I have sent you all the links for the signatures. Vi ho mandato tutti i link per le firme, giusto? Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, okay.
Okay, you know what? I'll put it, I can put them on the file, which we share together. Posso metterle nella cartellina che condividiamo, dove ci sono where there are all the materials, the book, the listenings, and all the materials. Dove ci sono tutti i materiali, il libro, gli esercizi di ascolto, eccetera, eccetera. By the way, did you do something during the holidays? Did you practice? No, no way. I can imagine. For me.
I'm using Spotify, and there are a lot of podcasts, in English podcasts, and there is a man that speak about every come si dice? Topics about and it's very interesting. So when I walk around for my little trip, I take this on my hair with
good. That's a good idea. Can you share the link with us, Stefania?
On Spotify, and I know I look it.
Or write it on the chat.
Yes, it's one of many. One can choose a lot, because there are a lot of podcasts in English, and I find them very nice,
very useful. Yes,
and I chant the Christmas song that you share with us.
You sang? Yes, you sang.
Yeah, I sang. All I want for Christmas is the better.
All I want for Christmas is you.
You, my daughter, feel me.
But that's difficult. Oh my God! The first I wrote two wrong. Then I forgot the final G.
Yes. Okay.
To sing, sang, sung. Yes.
The name is Listening Time.
That was a very difficult. Yes, singing time. That was a very difficult song to sing because, you know, it was sang like in a very, I don't know, but very difficult to to sing.
But I try. I was here.
Yes. And anyway, who cares? You don't need, I mean, you're not recorded. It's just for fun. But I thought it could be a good idea to make you listen and sing something in English, just, you know. Anyway, but in the file, I put the listening exercises, which are exactly what, I mean, the same type of exercises which you will find in the exam. So, of course, everything is very useful. Podcasts, the movies in English, which Stefano suggested us, everything is very, very useful. So do whatever you like and whatever appeals to you. But in the file, I put the listenings, exactly the exercises which you will have to do at the exam. Quindi tutto è utile ovviamente, podcast, eccetera, però nel file io ho messo proprio degli esempi di listening come quelli che avrete all'esame.
Maria Pia, sorry. Do you know the app Cake?
Cake?
It's an app you can find part of the film, part of the song, some special word, and you can repeat it, and they give you A, B, C for your pronunciation. I used it.
Okay, cake like a cake.
Yeah, yeah, cake like a cake.
App. And you do it with your mobile phone or on
Yeah,
the
mobile phone.
Okay, on a mobile phone.
It's a free app, really.
Yes, okay, cake. And thank you, Stefania. Thank you. And this is for the post. Okay, I'll do it later. Right. But yes, I was mainly concentrated on your exams. So for those of you who want to do the exams, of course. And so I put in the file the listening part of the exam, of the various exams, previous exams, possible things, and so on. So that's more specific. Of course, everything is useful. Certo, tutto aiuta, però quello proprio specificatamente gli esercizi che dovrete fare all'esame, con il tempo e tutto quanto, quindi ecco. Right, Serafino, welcome. Now I can see you. I mean, I can see your...
Thank you, welcome. I'm very fine, see you.
You're very happy to see us all. Thank you.
Yes.
We're happy to see you. I mean, to see your beautiful statue picture. Okay, did you have a good holiday?
Yes, very good, because I stayed in Naples for 6 days, sorry, and I look around a lot of a museum and see view in around the city, and I had beautiful, had very good food, like sfogliatelle, pizza, and other things.
Yes, so you visited a lot of museums and went sightseeing through the city. Oh, lucky you. Allora, chi è che gli fa una domanda? One question, please. Com'è stato il tempo?
No, I prefer to know if he likes Baba.
Did you like Baba room?
Yes, it's a very different type Baba, because it's very
typical.
It's a little typical, but there isn't a lot of room. It's a very sweet and particularly sapore, si dice
taste. With a particular taste. With a particular taste.
Sorry.
So it's very sweet and not very alcoholic. Just a little bit of room.
Just a little bit, yes.
Very sweet, yes. Okay.
It's very fantastic, and I think there was 16 grade, and I went in around the city with a t-shirt.
Wow. So the weather was fantastic, something like 16 grades Celsius or centigrade.
Also a very lucky man, really. But Serafino, I like only Baba with room. With a lot of room, really.
Me too.
Just one, I eat just one.
You eat just one, but with a lot of room.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you used to wear t-shirts because the weather was very mild and yes, 16 degrees Celsius. Ho sbagliato a scrivere I. I è sempre maiuscolo. I used to wear t-shirts. Sì, ok. Quindi to wear. One question to Serafino, please. Don't you want to ask something to Serafino? Del tipo, con chi ci sei andato?
Who did you go with?
Good, Lorena. Who did you go with?
I went to Naples with my fiancé. Is it possible?
Naples, yes, with my fiancé. My girlfriend, but it's okay, fiancé. Girlfriend. Yes.
And,
it's more, I mean, girlfriend, it's not so engaging. Fiancé means you've got a real engagement, almost a promise of a wedding, something like that. It's more serious than a girlfriend, but yes, a fiancé. So you went with your partner, if you want to be
a partner, yes.
general. You went with your partner. Yes, your fiancé. Yeah, your girlfriend. Yeah. Or boyfriend, but I gave it for granted it was a girl, but could be a boy. Ho dato per scontato che fosse una femmina, ma magari anche no. Comunque fiancé o partner are general words. So it can be man or female. Right, another question, please.
How long did you stay there? How long did you stay there?
How long did you stay there?
I stayed for 6 days.
Yes. Or I spent 6 days in Naples. No, ma I stayed va benissimo, però un'alternativa. I spent 6 days in Naples. Ma quando è che ci sei andato? Hai passato l'ultimo dell'anno a Napoli? Chi è che glielo chiede?
Did you stay there the last day of the year?
Did you spend New Year's Eve in Naples? Did you non spend, scusate. Did you spend, perché il verbo è to spend, spent. Esatto. Però did you spend, perché c'è già il did che fa capire che è un passato, no? Quindi did you spend New Year's Eve in Naples?
No, I didn't. I arrived in Naples in free January, and I leave Naples at 8 January.
Yes. So you stayed in Naples. You went to Naples from the 3rd of January to the 8th of January.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, from the 3rd to the 8th of January. So after New Year's Day. Okay. One question, please. Come ci sei andato a Napoli?
How did you go there?
How did you go there?
I went to Naples by train.
E quanto ci è voluto? Quanto tempo ci hai messo?
I think...
Wait, the question, please.
How long did it take to get there?
How long
did it take to get there?
Okay, did it take to get there? How long did it take to get there?
It takes took 7 hours, I think.
7 hours, about 7 hours.
Wow.
Where from?
Turin.
You live in Turin.
Yes, I live in Turin.
Okay, good. Right. Another question? No? Hi, Laria, welcome. Welcome, Ilaria.
Hi, Maria Pia.
How are you?
I finished.
Just finished.
Well, yeah, very well.
Okay. How was your holiday? Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah. I had a good holiday. I slept a lot.
I slept
and a lot, and I watched the film and TV.
Yes.
And so I'm relaxed.
You relaxed. It was a relaxing holiday.
Yeah.
Didn't you go anywhere?
Yeah, I went one day with my friend in Lavarone.
I went
For
to Lavarone.
Lavarone, yeah.
For one day with
my friend.
Yes, my friends. Yeah. Ok. Questions, please. Dai, domandi anche a Ilaria. Non può svignarsela così facilmente.
What kind of movie did you see?
Did you watch?
Did you watch?
I like thriller, so I watched a thriller movie and a Christmas movie because I like Christmas and
it was Christmas time.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Okay. Questions?
Where do you live?
Where do you live?
I live in Montechia, a little town, village near Verona. And it is very, very little.
Very nice. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Questions?
Have you got a pet?
Have you got a pet? Yeah. Yes. I have got 2 pets, a rabbit and a cat. Yeah.
How nice.
Yes.
But do they go on well together?
At the beginning, no. But now, yes. They stay alone, and the cat sleeps all the day, but the rabbit run in the house, and it is very, very funny.
Yes. So they do now. They go on well together now. Go on well together, vanno d'accordo. Star bene insieme. Quindi la domanda era, do they go on well together? They do now. The cat, they can also stay alone. The cat sleeps all day and the rabbit runs all through the house.
Okay.
It's very funny.
Yes.
Okay. Aren't you afraid that it can maybe go out when you open the door?
In this summer, my rabbit.
The windows open, for example.
See, the door was open, and the rabbit went out and went all through the garden, and it was difficult to catch it because it was night, so there wasn't light, and it was running very fast, and it was very difficult to catch it.
To catch it.
Catch it.
Yes. To catch, coat.
Okay, catch, coat.
Scusate, fatemi, qualcuno può controllare il passato se è scritto con la A o con la O? To catch, coat. potrei farlo anche io sul cellulare, a dire la verità. To catch, coat, coat.
A me sembra con la A, però lo controllo.
Con la caugt.
È scritto giusto? Ok, allora ho scritto giusto, mi è venuto il dubbio. Ok, to see, saw, seen. Quindi we saw, no, cos'era? The rabbit saw the door open and went out into the garden, and it was difficult to catch it again because he ran very fast and it was dark. It was in the evening. Yeah. Right. Yes, I mean, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but the idea was to have a look at the writing part of the exam. So let's go back to the, oh, by the way, wait a second before we go on. For those, for the late comers, for those who joined later, I'm sharing again the link to sign the presents, so that at the end of the course you can get the certificate of attendance. So I've put it on the chat. Click on it and sign the presents. Right, so let's go back to the sharing of the screen. Okay, so the writing part of the exam, first of all, you have a total time of 80 minutes, 1 hour and 20 minutes. But that's total for 2 parts. In part 1, which is mandatory, compulsory, you have to do that. It's always an essay. You will always have to write an essay. An essay è quello che noi chiameremo un tema. Essay può essere un saggio, ma in questo caso un tema. While in part 2, you can choose among different questions: an article, an email, a letter, a report, or a review. There will be only 3 of them. You will have to choose among 3 of them, but they can be chosen between an article, an email, a letter, a report, or a review. Non so se sono stata chiara. Praticamente la domanda 1 è sempre un tema, an essay, sempre, obbligatoriamente. La domanda 2 invece è a vostra scelta fra 3 possibilità, e le 3 possibilità saranno scelte a loro volta tra an article, an email, a letter, a report, or a review. There can be, for example, an article, an email, and a review, or an article, a letter, and a report, okay? But among these choices.
Sorry, Maria Pia.
Yes.
To write 2 texts of 140 words, 190
From
words.
140 to 190.
Words. What do they mean for words?
For example,
words, verbs, articles?
Words.
No.
For example, it's cold outside. It's cold outside. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 words.
Okay, perfect. And the article?
Yes, same. From 140 to 190 words.
Perfect.
Okay. So count the words to have an idea of how much it's 140 to 190. If you write 200, it's okay. If you write less, it's less okay. But you should be between 140 and 190. Ma a volte lo contano come 2, sai? Qui lo contano because my daughter is saying it counts as 1. Appunto.
We have had fun.
Come?
Per esempio, we've been together.
Come here. Why not?
we've been together, puoi separarlo, we have been together,
Yes.
conta come due.
Esatto.
Se non puoi separarlo perché è sbagliato, ci sono casi in cui non puoi separarlo, quello conta come uno.
Sì, certo, ma it's sarebbe it is.
Poi non mi ricordo it is così.
It's cold outside,
però
conta
non
come
sempre.
due. Wow. Beh, certo, se è un apostrofo S perché per esempio è un possessivo, allora quello no, non conta, cioè.
Faccio un esempio fatto.
Beh, vabbè, comunque, normally, even if it's shortened, it counts as 2 words. But it doesn't matter really, because from 140 to 190, I mean, it doesn't make much difference, does it? Anyway, the texts are valued on the content. You must do all you're asked to do. Please be careful not to skip a part of the question. I will show you later. The communicative achievement, which means that the writing must be appropriate for the target reader, formal, informal, neutral, and the style must be appropriate for the specific communicative context. Is it an email, an essay, a letter, a report, a review, or an article? Because they're all written in a different way. Shall I make it larger? I don't know how to do that though. No, it's even worse. Oh, some of you, can you read it? Because some of you, I can see, are trying desperately to see better. How
Maria
can
Pia.
I? Yes.
Maria Pia, sorry, but what do they mean with a review?
A review, for example, of a book. You read a book about, I don't know.
Recensione, ok.
Una recensione, sì. Or a movie or whatever. That's a review, una recensione. Stavo cercando il modo per ingrandire perché vedo che qualcuno fa fatica a vederci. I'm trying to see.
Maria Pia, devi chiudere la crocetta che c'è in alto a sinistra, dove c'è scritto spostamento. Vedi che c'è una crocetta,
ok.
quella, e poi zoom in fondo a destra, e allarga lo zoom. Vedi che c'è una barra con 100%? Giù a destra, giù a destra del computer? Vedi che c'è 100%?
No, I can't see it.
A destra, vai verso destra col cursore. Vedi che c'è 100%? Quello è lo zoom. Se ti sposti un po'...
I can't see it.
Credo sia coperto dalla barra di stato che c'è sotto, dalla barra funzione che c'è sotto, perché anch'io ne vedo solo una parte. Sotto tutte le immagini c'è, almeno nel mio schermo, vedo, ma lo vedo
Okay, wait a
pochissimo.
second. Let's go to the document. All right. Oh, well, that's too much. Wait. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay. Now, because some of you was desperately, okay, is that better?
Sì, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Very good.
Right, so the writing must be appropriate for the target reader. Quindi the register should be formal or informal or neutral according to who you are writing to. If you're writing to a friend, an email to a friend, that's an informal email. An email to a teacher, that's, if it's a teacher you know, it's a neutral. If it's a teacher you don't know, it's a formal. Okay, so the register must be appropriate and the style must be appropriate for the context. If it's an article, it can be neutral. If it's a review, it depends, but it's normally neutral. If it's a letter, it can be informal or formal according to who you're writing to, and so on. Okay, so you have to be careful about the register and the style. And then you'll be evaluated on the organization. The writing must be logical and ordered. The text must be connected and coherent, using linking words and cohesive devices. And the language must be varied. There must be a good range of vocabulary and grammar, and correct, of course. Okay, so you will be valued on the content, on the communicative achievement, on the organization, and on the language. So let's start from part 1, how to write a good essay. You'll be given the essay title and 2 ideas or prompts, and it's essential that you include both of these ideas in your essay, as well as another relevant idea that you have to come up with yourself. For example, this is an example. Some parents teach their children at home rather than sending them to school. Is this a good or a bad thing for the children? And the prompts are: 1, having a parent as a teacher; 2, making friends; 3, you have to decide the 3rd idea you want to talk about. Okay? So step 1. Think about at least another point, idea 3, and take notes. Ok, quindi quando vi viene dato per esempio un titolo come questo, o comunque il titolo di un tema, prima roba da fare è pensare a cosa volete mettere come altra idea. Ok? Some parents teach their children at home rather than sending them to school. There are many families who choose homeschooling in Britain. Very many, very many. Not so many in Italy, but in Britain it's very common to have homeschooling. Anyway, is this a good or a bad thing for the children? You need a 3rd. You have to talk about having a parent as a teacher, making friends, and another idea. So step 1, think about another point, idea 3, and take notes. At least another point, can be more than 1, but for the moment, let's say 1. Step 2, write some adjectives, nouns, etc. related to the 3 ideas. So start thinking, having a parent as a teacher, is it good or bad? Why? And you can take notes. For example, flexible, customized, freedom, easier to talk to, independent. Having a parent as a teacher is more flexible. You don't need a fixed timetable. If you're not good at math and you are very good, I don't know, in reading, for example, you can have more hours of math and less hours of reading in a week. If you need to start at 10 o'clock in the morning one day, you can start later one day and finish later, for example. Okay, so the timetable can be more flexible. The teaching is customized, tailor-made. Tailor-made è anche un altro modo per dire fatto su misura. Tailor-made. Fatto su misura. Customized, tailor-made è la stessa cosa fondamentalmente. So the teaching can be tailor-made or customized. You can have more freedom. For example, if you're going away for a week, no problems. You take your books with you and you can have your lessons wherever you are. Are you at the seaside? Does your family want to go to the seaside? Okay, you go all together to the seaside and you continue your lessons from the seaside, for example. Having a parent as a teacher can be easier to talk to. If you're a shy person, it can be easier for you to talk to your mother, for example, than to a teacher or somebody else. You're more independent. These are a few ideas I came up with. Queste sono un po' di idee che mi sono venute a me, poi ognuno pensa quello che vuole. Point number 2, making friends. Useful words can be socialization, perché me la do sbagliata, perché non me l'ha presa come inglese, vabbè. Socialization, classmates, okay? You're missing for sure the socialization. You're missing the relationship with the classmates and so on. And then your third idea. Okay, poi step 3. After having thought about the pros and against of all these points, with the, you know, the ideas shortly written in adjectives or verbs or nouns, then you have to decide if you agree or not with the title, because you are asked, is it a good or a bad thing for the children? So at this point, you have to decide if it's good or bad in your opinion, or if there are some good points and some bad points. So that's also a possibility. Because once you have decided what you want to say, good or bad, or can be good or bad, you decide the conclusion you want to reach. Because according to the conclusion you want to reach, you can write your essay. Sometimes you start writing an essay saying it's very useful to, I don't know, having a parent as a teacher because blah, 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 blah. And then the conclusion is, I prefer children go to school. And somebody who reads it says, what's wrong? I mean, I thought you were in favor of, and the conclusion is against what you have written up to now. So decide the conclusion before you start writing. Not the entire phrase, but what you want to say, because according to what you want to say, you can, of course, organize your whole work. And then step 5, start writing. You need an introduction, a body with a good development of the 3 ideas, and a conclusion. The introduction must be a hook, un uncino, something which catches the reader's attention and makes them willing to go on reading. Qualcosa che attragga l'attenzione del lettore e lo faccia venir voglia di continuare a leggere. Ah, by the way, why did I move from the reader's attention to them, makes them willing to go on reading? Because I don't know if the reader is a man or a woman. And so you can say, make him or her willing to go on reading. But usually British people, instead of keeping writing him or her, prefer to substitute it with them. Ok? Perché sono passata dall'attenzione del lettore a render loro, them? Perché si poteva dire his or her, perché noi non sappiamo. Allora, in italiano diamo per scontato che il lettore è maschile, nel senso lo trattiamo come se fosse maschile. In inglese invece non è così. Reader can be a man or a woman. And so when you use the, what is it? The pronoun, not the pronoun, the whatever it is, I don't know. Don't ask me about the grammar. You should use his or her. Instead of using his or her, you can use them. And però make them willing to go on reading. Okay, that's why I used them. Anyway, a question or a famous phrase would be perfect as an introduction. Then the body. Be careful to treat all 3 points and link them properly. State attenti a trattare tutti e 3 i punti e a collegarli in maniera adeguata. Vi ho messo degli esempi, some examples of linking words. If you want to give examples, you can say for instance, or for example, or in particular. People often behave stupidly when they are frightened. Take Alice, for instance. We're not at all happy with the way you handled the situation. In particular, we don't like blah, blah, blah. Okay? Ci siete? Are you still with me? I feel I'm talking by myself.
Yeah, Maria Pia.
Yes.
Please, I have a question about that. I don't know. I try to explain myself. That the conclusion can be something that I'm not really sure about 2 things, and the conclusion can be for me not so clear, and I don't know how to say. It's better to be a part, to take a part. I know, I think, but if something that, for example, for educational parents, I'm not into the question.
In that case, your conclusion will be there are pros and against.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I would
If you want to head there, it's okay.
Okay.
But it must be clear to you where you want to head. That's the point.
Perfect.
Deve essere chiaro nella tua mente dove vuoi arrivare.
Yes.
Se poi tu vuoi arrivare alla conclusione che ci sono dei pro e dei contro,
Okay.
benissimo. Non è che devi dire per forza
I can argue in that way. Okay.
But yeah, exactly. But the body of your essay will be there are good things and bad things in
For
both.
sure.
Yes.
Now I was thinking because not always take one part is good. Perhaps can be something
yes.
that okay.
It can perfectly be something in between. Yeah.
Okay.
But what I mean is you must know where you want to head, to how you want to finish the essay, because it happens that people write all the pros and then the conclusion is I'm against it.
The opposite.
The opposite. Okay.
Yes,
So
I understood.
decide your conclusion
Your
before
road.
starting.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem, sir. Very welcome.
Pia, can I ask you another question?
Sure.
You at the first you say that there is the third choose that we have the third point.
Okay, there are 2 parts in the exam. In part 1, there's an essay.
Yes. No, for say you say that homeschooling, the pupils go to school, and the third we have to choose. We have to have it in our mind.
You have to make it up by yourselves. Quello dovete decidere voi.
Yes, but if, for example, for this topic, if I choose boarding schools, it can be good.
Yes, it depends on what you want to say.
That are smaller class pupils can stay together, but
live together.
Okay.
Yes.
That's in that echo. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. What's important is that once you choose your idea, you have to talk about it in the essay.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
No problem, sir. Very welcome. So we were at point 5. You finally start writing. So you need an introduction. The introduction can be very short, but must be a hook, something which catches the reader's attention and make them willing to go on reading. A question or a famous phrase would be perfect. Per esempio, per farli coinvolgere, una domanda. ho una frase. Sing, sto lavorando, 7:30, non prima. Dopo, ti chiamo alle 7:30. Ciao. Sorry, it's a person who has no house and so on. Sometimes, but he can't speak Italian very well, so I have to be very, very clear on the messages. So sorry. Now, yes, an introduction can be very short, but it must be, how can I say, gripping, must be involving. And usually a question or a famous phrase are quite involving. For example, you could start with a question. Would you have liked to stay with your parents, to have homeschooling when you were a child instead of going to school? Qualcosa che coinvolga direttamente il lettore. Ok? And then the body. The body, be careful to treat all 3 points and link them properly. State attenti a trattare tutti e 3 i punti. Don't you forget one. Don't you miss one. And link them properly. And I was giving you a list of possible phrases to use to link them. If you want to give examples, you can use, for instance, for example, in particular. If you want to show contrast, you can use but, however, otherwise, in contrast. On the other hand, for example, their front door was open, but nobody was inside. Their front door was open. However, nobody was inside. The technology sector is performing badly. The banking stocks, by contrast, are doing well again. Ok? Per esempio, il settore tecnologico sta andando molto male. Al contrario, by contrast, le azioni bancarie stanno andando molto bene. Va bene. Sam is quite rude. His brother, on the other hand, behaved very politely. On the contrary, quasi poteva essere anche on the contrary. On the contrary, on the other hand, behaved very politely. Aggiungiamolo. Okay. If you want to show similarity, you can use likewise, similarly, in the same way. My mother did everything she could to educate us. In the same way, we put a high value on our children's education. Okay? Similarly, likewise, or we put on children's education too. If you want to talk about contrasts, however, yet, nevertheless, although, despite, even though, despite the fact that, etc. For example, the car broke down on the way. Nevertheless, I managed to get to the meeting in time. Oppure, however, I managed to get to the meeting in time. Even though he has a master's degree in English, he still can't write a good letter. Ok? Anche se, nonostante abbia. Ok? At the end, to show result, you can use therefore, as a result, thus, consequently, so, as a consequence. For example, they have recruited more people and consequently the service is better. And so the service is better. And as a result, the service is better. Okay? And therefore, the service is better. Tutti questi possono essere usati intercambiabilmente. The new laptops are thin and light, and therefore you can carry them around more comfortably. And so you can carry them around. And as a result, ok, tutti questi possono essere similes. To indicate a time or sequence, first or firstly, second, secondly, finally, lastly, immediately, formerly, thereafter, soon, next, etc. Ok, quindi questi sono, these are a few examples of the words you can use. And then you need a conclusion, an ending phrase, which should be linked to the introduction, if possible, because this gives the idea of a complete reasoning. Okay, so if the introduction was something like, would you have liked to have homeschooling when you were young instead of going to school, for example, the conclusion could be, so, I don't know. So maybe children going homeschooling today will regret in their future not having had having gone to a proper school, or on the contrary, dipende cosa volete dire, ovviamente. It depends on what you want to say, obviously. Ok, so far so good. Va bene fino a qui? It's a lot of things, I know, but now we're going to try them, you know, practically. So it will become easier, hopefully. If you want to practice, oh, no, that's very important. Step 6, allow you some time to revise your work. There are for sure mistakes you need to correct. So reread the essay and check it as a logical and sequential order. Then check you developed all the 3 required points. Then reread it again slowly, looking for possible spelling errors. And finally, reread it again, checking the punctuation. Okay, so be careful to keep some time at the end to be able to reread a couple of times, maybe 3 times, the essay. The first time, checking the, how can I say, the writing makes sense. It has a logical order. And you developed all the 3 prompts, ideas. The second time, reading slowly, checking all the possible spelling mistakes, how can I say, verbs which are connected with the subjects, and so on. And, come? Ah, okay. My daughter suggests to read it, to reread it from the end to the beginning, so that you can check the words better. Because while you read, your mind tends to forget about possible misspellings, to, you know, concentrate on the meaning of the word. But if you read it from the bottom, you can't concentrate on the meaning. You have to concentrate on every single word. So could be a way. Anyway, read slowly, checking all the words, the spelling, and then check the punctuation, because the punctuation is very different from the Italian one. And it's very easy to mistake it. It's not a big mistake, but it all contributes, you know? Non sono errori gravi, però tutto contribuisce, ok? Bye, Francesca, no problems. So, if you want to try, if you want to try, you can practice on this website. Let's go there together. Oh my God. Let's go there together. I'll write it on the chat. All this will also be put in the file which we share. Tutta questa roba sarà messa anche nel file che abbiamo condiviso, quindi lo troverete, non vi preoccupate. So if you go to this website, oh wait, I have to share the screen again, or you won't be able to see it. Okay, if you go to this Write and Improve website, you can choose your level, for example, intermediate, and there are various tasks. For example, an article. We don't want an article, we want an essay. Okay, an essay. No, that's articles. No, we want an essay. For example, this one. An essay, Adventure in Our Lives. In your English class, you have been talking about different people's lives. Now, your English teacher has asked you to write an essay. Write your essay using all the notes and giving reasons for your point of view. Is it important for people to have excitement and adventure in their lives? Write about work, sport, or a third idea of yours. Write your answer in 140, 190 words in an appropriate style. Be careful, do not write your real name or surname or email address in your answer, okay? So you start writing your essay, and when you have finished, they give you the count of the words, and there was also a time counting. Where's the time? Oh no. Why did I go to the cookie policy? How silly of me. Dov'era quello? Questo stavamo facendo. Ok. So, so there's a possibility to start the timer. And so you exactly know how long it took to you to write your essay. And okay, you can also have your progress appear and so on and so on. Okay, so you start writing and then you send it and you are given an immediate report on how it went, the mistakes you made and so on. So that's a very useful tool. It's a very useful website because you can try to make your essay and you have the correction in a couple of minutes immediately. When you submit it, couple of minutes, you get back the report with all the mistakes and phrases which are not clear enough, connections which are not made properly, and so on and so on. So that's a good way to practice if you want to. And I really invite you to do some homework because we don't have enough time together to prepare, to get ready for the exam. You'll have to work by yourselves. Veramente vi prego di fare degli esercizi a casa perché 12 lezioni non sono sufficienti per prepararvi all'esame Cambridge, dovete fare del lavoro per conto vostro, cioè purtroppo io faccio del mio meglio, ma è un dato di fatto, ok? Quindi, so when you have time, go to this website and start writing an essay, okay? Now, would you like to try to write this one together now? Or would you like to go on with the second part of the exam. Volete che proviamo a farne uno insieme, per esempio rispondere a questo insieme? O volete che... Dov'era qua? Ecco qua, questo. Proviamo a farlo insieme o volete che andiamo e parliamo della seconda parte? You tell me. Hello, you still with me?
I think we can go on, and in a second moment we can try to do it. I don't
By
know.
yourselves.
Go on with the second part.
Shall we go on with the second part?
Yes.
Is that okay for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yes.
E Maria Pia, scusami, una cosa che esula dall'argomento, ma il link per segnare la presenza non funziona.
Come non
Ho scritto prima in chat, ma forse non l'hai visto, però non funziona.
Proviamo.
Sì, è
Dov'è che
vero,
l'ho
confermo.
Qui vedete una carta di sintesi.
Cioè io ci clicco e sorry, I'm able to open the file at present. Uh-oh, what's wrong? Okay, let me check.
Con valori che arrivano al 50% per il comune.
Of course, with Zoom, you can keep the microphones open because there's no interact. But if you talk to someone, please switch it off because we can all hear what you're saying. Okay, sorry, where were we? Oh yes, the link. What happened? Documents, forms. The 12th of January today, this one, 12th of January, and this is the link. So I'm posting it again on the chat. Let's see if it works now. Okay, it works now. Should be okay now. Should be okay now. So sign your presence, please. I don't know why it didn't work before. Maybe in copying and pasting, I missed a letter. I don't know. Anyway, could you sign your presence now? Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
Right.
It's
Okay,
more.
so let's move on. Okay, so for these three, step one, think about the third point. Step two, write some adjectives, nouns, etc. related to the three ideas. Okay, brainstorming, it's called. And then decide what you want to say, basically. How do you want to finish? Decide the conclusion you want to reach. And then start writing. You need an introduction, which must be a hook, something which catches the reader's attention. And so could be a question or a famous phrase. The body, be careful to treat all 3 points and link them properly. And the conclusion, an ending phrase, which should be linked to the introduction, should be kind of a reply to the question made in the introduction, or linked somehow to the introduction, because this gives the idea of a complete, well, how can I say, well organized speech. And then step 6, reread the essay and check it as a logical and sequential order. Check if you covered all 3 requested points. Reread it slowly to control spelling errors and check the punctuation. Okay, good. Part 2. Part 2 can be a choice between an email a letter, a review, an article, something else, I forgot. A report, an email, a letter, a report, a review, or an article. Okay, so first of all, I started to tell you how to write a good email. For the email, you have to write from, and it's usually the signature of the email you're given. If you're not given a signature, like sometimes you're given an email and they tell you what to write as a reply. Sometimes you're not given the email, you're simply told to write an email asking for this and that. Okay, anyway, from, to, subject. Repeat the subject they give you. Okay, and then you have to decide the register. Is it a formal email? Who are you writing to? Are you writing to a teacher, to I don't know, somebody you don't know, or to a friend, somebody you know? Because this is important, because the register changes completely. If you're writing to a foreigner, somebody you don't know personally, or somebody who is I don't know, you look up to, for example, a teacher, you need a formal opening, something like, "Dear Mr. Smith." If you're writing to a friend, "Hi, Phil. Thank you for your email," or "I just got your email. Lovely to hear from you. How are you? How are things? Hope you're well." Okay, these are possible opening formulas. Then you have to write usually 4 main topic paragraphs. There are always at least...
Excuse me,
yes.
Maria Pia, excuse me. I didn't understand who decides if it is informal or informal. We can choose, or they say
no.
If no, oh.
It will be told to you. There are 2 possibilities. Either they give you an email and they ask you to reply to the email, and they give you suggestions as how to write a reply. I mean, what to write in your reply, like this one, which I showed you before. For example, this one. They might give you an email and tell you what to write as a reply. And then they say, write your email, okay? Or they might simply tell you, write an email to your teacher asking if blah, 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 okay? So according to the person who you're writing to, okay, no problems, Mirko, don't worry. According to who you're writing to, you have to use a different register. If you're writing to a friend, "Hi, Phil. Hi, Mary. If you're writing to a teacher, "Dear Mr. So-and-so," okay? And consequently, all the rest of the email must have a formal or informal style register. And that's very important, because they will, I mean, your exam will be evaluated on that, also on that. Perché il vostro esame avrà una valutazione anche basata su questo. Ok, quindi se scrivete a un amico, non scrivete qualcosa del tipo, che ne so io, "It is, I don't know, nice, cose di questo genere. It's nice. Also, tons of these kind of things, a very informal speech. But if you write to a teacher or to a company or to somebody else, you can't use very informal words. In any case, don't use slang. That's in any case. But I don't think you will, because I don't know. Normally, we don't use them. So, but for example, abbreviations are possible, are necessary if you talk to a friend, and are possible if you talk to maybe a teacher, but it depends on the abbreviation. Normal ones like it's, don't are okay. Other more spoken ones are not good. Better write the entire word. For example, dear Mr. Smith, you asked me for some info. Info stands for information, but that's not good for dear Mr. Smith. Okay. Hi, Phil. Here are some info about our next party. That's perfect. Here are some information, some pieces of information. Sounds very, you know, how can I say, boring. But if you talk to Mr. Smith, information, not info. Okay. Advertising, not ad. These kind of things. Anyway, let's go on. So possible opening formulas are these. 4 main topic paragraphs in which you do what they ask you to do. Most of the time, you'll be asked to do some of these things. React to a piece of news. It's good to hear that. It's great to hear that. It's sad to hear that. Oppure, I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks a lot, if you want to, for let me know that. That's very formal, for example. Questo per esempio è molto formale, non lo usereste con un amico, ok? What great news, what fantastic news, what brilliant news, what wonderful news. That's awful, that's a pity, how unfortunate, okay? These are possible reactions to a piece of news. Vi ricordo che news è sempre al plurale e se volete dire una unica notizia è piece of news, ok? Like furniture. Furniture, che vuol dire mobili, è sempre considerato plurale. Se volete dire un mobile è piece of furniture, ok? To agree or disagree, I agree with you. I couldn't agree more. Non potrei essere più d'accordo. I think so. I don't think so. I think you're right. That's so true. Yes, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, these are all possible phrases you can use to agree or disagree with someone. To explain something, you can use because of. That's why. This means, for example, such as, like, to offer to do something, I could or we could. If you want, I could or we could. Shall I? Do you want me to? Or do you want us to? Okay. To give your opinion, in my opinion, I think, for me, but be careful, because informal emails, you don't usually give a straight opinion. You tend to suggest something different. Something like, if we consider the fact that blah, 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 for example, or would you, adesso così su due piedi non mi viene, ma comunque they tend not to be very straightforward giving their opinion in formal emails or letters. Tendono a non dare la loro opinione così direttamente negli scritti formali, ci girano sempre attorno, ok? Per esempio, adesso non lo so, per esempio, sei d'accordo o no? Do you agree or not with homeschooling? they tend not to say, in my opinion, homeschooling is bad or good. They tend to say, homeschooling can result in blah, blah, blah. In, for example, a lack of socialization, oppure in more flexibility, okay? It is a way of giving your opinion, but not in a straightforward way, in an indirect way, okay? Because they tend to be, how can I say, not too straightforward, basically. Una domanda del tipo, homeschooling secondo te va bene o va male? Se sei con un amico, I absolutely agree with you, I don't think so, and so. Ma se sei in una posizione che devi fare una email o una lettera o qualcosa di formale, non dici mai io penso che, secondo me, no, si dice sempre homeschooling può portare a queste conseguenze, ok? Quindi della serie pensiamoci, ok? Si dice la propria opinione senza dirla fondamentalmente, dando subito direttamente la motivazione fondamentalmente, ok? Però vabbè, dopo ne proveremo e lo vedremo insieme. But anyway, if you want to give your opinion, you can use in my opinion. I think for me, you might be asked to apologize for something. I'm sorry for replying so late. I apologize for my late reply or for replying so. Vi ho messo formening quando è seguito dalla formening, però è chiaro che se c'è una preposizione ci deve andare ling. Perché il tu dell'infinito sostituisce qualunque altra preposizione, ma a volte la preposizione è obbligatoria, perché se no non si capisce quello che si vuole dire. E allora quando c'è la preposizione va la forma in ing, ok? Non si può dire preposizione più to. Non si può dire I'm sorry for to reply. No, I'm sorry for replying to you so late. I really didn't mean to. Okay? Again, if you are in a formal letter or email, apologies for blah blah blah, invece che I apologize for, apologies for, or switch to we, o passate al we apologies, for blah blah blah, ok? O se volete passate al we è meno diretto e nelle email formali forse va meglio we, oppure apologies for. Make a suggestion. Let's, or I suggest plus inform. How about, I suggest doing. How about doing? Why don't we do? Or why don't you do? Don't you think it could be a good idea, blah, blah, blah. Make a recommendation. I think we or you should, don't miss or don't do so. I highly recommend writing an email, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And these are possible closing formulas. Thanks again, and see you in class. See you on Monday. See you soon. Or best regards, warm regards, all the best. Take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Love, lots of love. Ve li ho messi in ordine dal più formale al meno formale. Thanks again. Best regards. Warm regards. All the best. Take care. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Love, lots of love, ok? Questo è proprio con quelli con cui siete molto molto affiatati. Lots of love. Love con gli amici. Have a nice day weekend anche con gli amici. Take care. Prenditi cura di te sarebbe con sì, amici o insomma. Quindi best regards è il più formale, che sarebbero distinti saluti, warm regards, cordiali saluti, all the best, take care. Questo è dal più formale al meno formale. Okay, so this is for the email. Now, it's only 5 minutes to 7. I don't think we have time to look to another thing. So, yes, I will put this material in the repository, in the file. Yes, I will. Bye, Stefania. See you soon. So I've talked a lot. I'm sorry, I wanted you to talk as much as possible. I hope you find the lesson useful anyway. But yes, when we talk about writing, what can we do? We have to talk about writing. So please try some examples of writing if you want to do the exam, even if you don't want to, just it's a good practice, but especially if you want to do the exam, practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, they say. So, yes. So, 4 or 5 minutes left. Any suggestion, idea, observation, something you want to say, to tell me, to ask me, to underline about the lesson? Qualcosa che volete dirmi, suggerirmi, sottolineare della lezione? Something you didn't like, something. What did you like best, Monica, about this lesson? What did you like best? We can't hear you.
Sorry, I enjoy in this lesson because we can talk together about.
Okay, the first part you liked best.
Yes,
the first
yes.
part. What did you like worst? What didn't you?
No. I worried about the exam because I think it's very difficult.
Okay, Paola, what do you like best about this lesson and what you didn't like about this lesson?
I liked
Hi, Antonella.
our conversation,
Ah.
like Monica. It was very
Useful,
interesting, beautiful, motivante. Oh.
Yes, motivating.
Then I liked very much the link that Stefano gave us for the film.
Gave you?
book,
Yes. Yes. Stefano definitely gave us, definitely, oh my God, gave us a very useful link. Ho sbagliato a scrivere definitely. Vabbè, Stefano gave us a very useful link. Okay.
Yes. Like Monica, I am very afraid about exam.
Worried,
because today I understand that I have so much work to do. So
yeah, I told you at the beginning.
I am going to do it. So
yes.
I try. So
yes, don't worry. And anyway, you don't have to do it in May or June, or you can do it maybe in September if it's better for you, or whenever it's good for you, whenever you feel ready. Yeah. Rita, what did you like the most about this? What do you like best about this lesson?
I like when you talk to us because I think maybe in another life I could talk like you.
Come on.
No, because when I speak Italian, I speak very fast, and the little English that I know, I have to go slowly because I don't remember all the word. But when you talk to us, I understand everything. And so I say, why? When she talks, I understand. And when I have to talk, I can't do it.
Because it's much more complicated to organize your thoughts and express them in another language than listening, you know.
Yes. Today, quando stavo tornando da scuola, when I come back from the school,
I was coming back from school.
I call up my mother on the phone and I say, Mom, I'm going home because I have English lesson. And she said, oh, of course, because you are too young, you can learn every languages.
Why not? I mean, why not?
Because she said, you are too old, now you have to stop.
I know, but that's not true. That's not
I
true.
know.
And
Because
learning.
I love English. I try to learn Spanish. I know a little bit French. I love all the languages.
They definitely open your mind.
Yes.
They really help you to have a more elastic mind, basically. Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you a lot.
Thanks a lot. Laura, what did you like best about this lesson?
I really enjoyed the explanation of the part of the writing exam. It is very complicated. I'm changing my mind about doing the exam, and I was wondering.
Don't. Wait until the end of the course.
I was wondering, do you think it will be in presence or online? I know it.
You can choose.
3
you
hours.
Can choose. You can, unless there are specific, I don't know, problems and so on, and it can't be in presence. But normally, you can always choose if you want to do it online or in presence.
Okay.
But even if you want to do it online, you will have to go to the place and work with their computers.
Okay.
You can't do it from your house. You have to go there, and you'll be given a seat with a computer and everything. Honestly, I would prefer to do it online because there are some advantages, especially as regards to the listening, because you are given earphones and you can regulate the volume. And so it's, I think it's much better than being in a classroom and having to listen to a recording. And sometimes there are noises on the background, or you can't regulate the volume. Maybe it's too low, too high. So being in front of a computer with the earphones is much better. Much better. You can concentrate much more. You can hear better. You can, yes, concentrate better. And even in the writing part, on the computer, you can write and correct. No problems. In a piece of paper, it's very bad if you can correct, but they will see that you corrected, you know, and it's not so nice. Moreover, if you for the grammar, for the it's not called grammar, it's called what is called the use of English. For the use of English part, we have to choose, for example, A, B, C, D. And if you work online, if you do it on a computer, you can choose, go on, maybe skip a question you don't know and then come back. Doing it on paper, it's much more difficult because you have to tick the correct answers, and then you have to report them to another separate sheet of paper. And when you report the answers, it's very easy to get confused and maybe write A on the wrong line, if you know what I mean. Write the answer on the wrong line. It's very easy to get confused. So that's also much better. Yes, if you have to go, you go. Don't worry, Lorena. Bye, bye. Have a good evening. Those of you who have to go, it's okay because it's already 7 o'clock, past 7 o'clock. So yes, go if you have to go. I was asked if it's better to do it online or in presence, and personally, I think it's better to do it online. I will show you how it works online and how it works in presence. Of course, the speaking part is in presence. No problem. I mean, that's, of course, in presence, no other possibilities. But the other parts, I think it's better to do them online. But of course, as you like. You can always choose. But yes, even if you choose to do it online, you will have to go to the center, the Cambridge or whatever it is, a center, sit down, in a seat, and you will have your computer in front of you, and you will have to work with their computers. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, any suggestion, is always very welcome. Feel free to ask me to do whatever you want to. Okay, even before or during the lesson, no problems. I'm here for you. I can do whatever you need to do. So thank you very much for today. Have a wonderful week. Come on the other lessons if you want to. Bye. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao, grazie.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.